nice coffee.
It's lovely.
I was meant to play a good bit of my week off work. Played about
Oh
half
yeah.
an hour on the Sunday before I went back to work.
And that was it.
That was it.
Yeah. So the way.
Stop.
How was the week off?
Good, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, enjoyed it now. Yeah,
Nice.
badly needed it, I tell you that.
Oh yeah. Same as myself. I had the first week off.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I suppose we get stuck in.
You get stuck in, bye.
Yeah, sure. Welcome to another episode of.
Welcome back, everybody.
I don't have a name for the podcast, but just another episode, anyways. But it's been a while since I've seen you.
It sure has. Been too long.
It's been over 2 weeks
Yeah.
since I was last here.
I missed you.
Yeah, missed you too.
Yeah.
Missed the old gym sessions, missed the routine.
Yeah.
But yeah, just back off the plane from Japan, 23 hours ago. Landed from Zurich, so we flew from Tokyo to Zurich to Dublin. Had to sleep 6 hours in Zurich airport. That was a
Rough.
nightmare having to wait for the flight the next morning, but made it here anyways.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
And we have our first session back together in the bag.
Yeah, and that was humbling to say the least.
Oh,
But
yeah.
good to be back at it. But yeah, since the last time we were trained together, been a couple of improvements from ourselves in terms of our goals at the
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
Photoshoot coming up. Sure, what are we? 6?
We're currently, as of yesterday, 6 weeks out. Yeah.
Just under 6 weeks out. And since the last time we were chatting, we're a couple of kilos down.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think when we recorded the video, it was 9, we were 9 or 10.
Bones of that.
By the time it went up, it was a little bit after that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're 6 weeks out as of yesterday. By the time this goes up, we'll probably be about 5 weeks out.
5.5 weeks
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
If I can get editing nice and
Yeah.
quickly.
Mark's number one at the end of it.
You just need to press upload.
Yeah.
You get it. So
And that's hard enough for me.
find the on button, the
Yeah.
on switch. But yeah, since then, anyways, like
You're down what? 4 kilos? No?
down since when I
Since
flew
you
to
left?
Japan, I was 85.8 kilos, I think, and as of this morning, 81.2. So
3 plus.
yeah,
Yeah,
down
nice.
over 3 kilos, and it's not that often you hear people going on the holidays coming back
No,
lighter.
definitely
I'm
not.
very happy with that.
That's very good going.
But there's a
yeah.
couple of reasons for that, obviously, but we'll get into that in a moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can't actually remember what I was before you left, but I hit a new low this morning of 89.9, and the last time I was that weight was November 2024, and I've been dropping steadily. I think I had a diet break after I don't know, maybe 12 weeks of dieting, and I think I'm about 14 and a half weeks in now. So yeah, anyway, since I finished the diet break, I think I was 92.5 the week after that, and I was 89.9 this morning, so down 2.6 kg in the last couple of weeks.
There you go.
Yeah.
And just making it work, because a lot of the times it's not a case that you've just been smooth sailing during that time.
Definitely
you're
not,
very
no.
busy. Obviously,
Yeah.
You're a dad. You're flat out with that. You're very, very busy with work at the moment, so you have plenty of opportunities to use excuses there. But
Yep.
just getting on with it.
It's just about getting the work done, and to be fair, I have things set up that it works pretty smoothly, as smoothly as can be.
You have good systems in place.
Absolutely, exactly. And I try not to leave anything to chance. And one of the things that's really helped me at the minute, and we spoke about this previously, was not making too many changes and just keeping it as seamless as possible. My food still hasn't dropped. The only change that's come from my food was I was having higher calories during the weekend. That's gone.
Right.
But my midweek calories haven't changed. So I was having 500 extra calories on a Saturday and a Sunday, and that was bringing up my weekly average. That's gone now as of this week, so this will actually be my first weekend of no higher days.
Right.
But the only change again, and we discussed this, was higher steps. So my steps have gone up significantly this week, and I probably found this week the most challenging as a result of that, because I think it's a little bit psychological as well, knowing that I don't have them higher days now at the weekend,
Yeah.
and the fact that my steps have gone up, that's driving up hunger, and it's increasing the fatigue a little bit, and I'm feeling it in my sessions. But
Oh, for sure.
that's the joys of it.
That's it. And yeah, you made a good point there as well. We have good systems in place. We're dropping this weight at the moment, which is fantastic, obviously, for us. Go us. But we have a lot of experience in
100%,
doing this.
yeah.
Those systems we don't just build those habits overnight. We've learned from people that we have paid for over the years. We mentioned in several videos already that we have always had coaches, and we've been learning from them, learning their systems, and how can we manage, even something like you mentioned there, coming up until this point, you have had extra calories at the weekend, say, 500 calories, not 5,000. Where some people would think of that, oh, if you've higher calories at the weekend, that must be great. That must mean you're able to wolf down a spice bag on the Saturday and 10 pints after it, or vice versa. But that's not the case, and it has taken us time to get to this position, and that's why I can go off to Japan, have some systems in place, like you mentioned, the non-negotiables, them steps. My activity was literally double what it was before I left, and I still got all 4 sessions done the 2 weeks I was out there, so 8 sessions in total. I made sure to get as much protein in each meal. I tracked my calories, even though I didn't want to. It only took a few minutes. But if I didn't have those systems in place in the beginning, if I didn't actually know how to track calories properly, if I didn't know what to do to swap out a leg extension machine for a goblet squat because the gym doesn't have one out there, then I could see why people could struggle to maybe get a result. But because we have those systems in place, because we have learned from others, that's why we're in this position.
Yeah, definitely. And we have the goal in place and we have a deadline.
Yeah.
Do you know, if you went away on holidays and you didn't have that goal in place, you could have come back 3 or 4 kilos heavier.
Absolutely.
Do you know, you might have said, no, I'm not going to bother tracking. I might train a couple of times, but you had to get your 4 sessions done each week. You tracked every single meal. You knew what you were doing in terms of your steps, etc. So you were able to come back in way better shape than you went.
Yeah, but like it's our choice. I didn't put it this way, if I didn't have the deadline of a photo shoot coming up, I wouldn't have been doing that. It's not sustainable, and I don't expect people who are just trying to get in a bit better shape to do stuff like that. But having certain systems in place, you don't have to be gymming 4 times a week when you're on holidays.
You can do it to some degree.
Yeah, do 2 sessions. Do 1 session a week, maybe a full body session.
Yeah.
Try get protein in all of your meals in some fashion. You don't have to know exactly how much, but just get eggs for breakfast rather than fluffy pancakes every morning.
100%. And I actually
They're
have
nice, by the way.
They look lovely.
I had a pick of ourselves and they were tasty enough.
They look very nice.
Yeah. But little things like that, they can go a long way. Like the last 3 weeks we've made great progress, but we haven't been perfect either. Like we're not robots, we're not professional bodybuilders, and we're not intending to be. And you watching this probably aren't intending to do that in the future either. But
in fairness, on that point, like Shane, my coach, Shane Story, put up a video. A shout out to Shane again. Put up a video the other day on his story, just saying that it was a bit of a last minute decision to do a shoot. You know, we've been dieting, and then we said we jump in and we do a shoot. But I'm under no illusions. Like my last shoot was 5 years ago. I didn't have 2 kids. I wasn't married. I wasn't running. Well, I was running a successful business.
You were running.
Definitely wasn't running. But you know, there's different variables this time around, and I'm not going to be as shredded as I was for previous shoots. I know what I'm working towards this time, and it's different to before because circumstances have changed.
Yeah, you're setting your expectations.
100%. Yeah,
absolutely, and that's what people should be doing as well. Like with that clear end date, doesn't mean you have to do a photo shoot, do a powerlifting competition, but say to yourself, in 8 weeks' time, I am going to put that work in, because at the end of the 8 weeks, then we can start increasing the calories. We can start looking to just maintain at that.
Yep.
If you're taking, let's say, the 12 months of a year, you spend the first 8, so let's say the first 2 months, and you lose 5 kilos, and then learn to maintain at that lower body weight for 3 months. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Like coming into the summertime now, that's what I'm doing with the majority of my clients. Is we are pushing things on now, so by the time, say, June comes around, or if they have a summer holiday, they are down the extra 5-6 kilos, and then they're just going to learn to maintain that over the summer, because there's barbecues, the World Cup is coming up, lots of people are going to be out wanting to go to beer gardens and stuff. That's fine. But being able to get to that position, setting your expectations.
Absolutely, and expectations is a big one. And prime example, this weekend I've got a good few clients gone out to Spain. Nice. There's a girl's 40th on. She used to be in the gym actually, and there's a good crew of them gone out to that, and
nice.
A nice few of them are my clients.
Yeah.
And I've had similar discussions to what you were just saying there, like what are you prepared to do when you're out there. Some of them are going to go for a couple of runs, some of them are going to go to the gym, some of them aren't. I didn't ask any of them to track their food, but I asked them to do what you just mentioned there, like have a protein source at each meal, try to drink as much water as you can, prioritise your step count, prioritise your sleep a little bit. No matter where you go, no matter what you're doing, there are certain elements that you can control.
Yeah. And it's just down to your decisions. It's all down to your control, absolutely. Like I chose to do a photo shoot, and I have chose to go on a holiday in the
In
run
that
up
time
to a
frame,
photo
yeah.
shoot. You have chose to do the photo shoot on 8 weeks' notice.
Yeah.
Nobody's forced, no one's putting Shane Story isn't putting a gun up to your head and
Absolutely
saying
not. I'm putting a gun to his to coach me for it.
exactly, yeah. But just setting those expectations and knowing what you can achieve in those 8 weeks. And like, yeah, we're going to get, hopefully, between now and then, even better results. But what's more important is that what we do after it then as well. Because
we're going to be primed. We're going to, you know.
That's it. There's more to life than the next 8 weeks.
Absolutely.
And we need to be ready for that too.
Yeah, and one of my main goals for after the shoot is just build as much muscle as possible. And when you're as lean as we're going to be, then you're more susceptible to build muscle. So I'm really looking forward to that. And you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not wishing the time away either. Like, it's a little bit difficult at the minute. The next 5-6 weeks are going to be difficult, but we know what's ahead after that. And as we were saying in the previous episode, all of those things that we were saying no at the minute, they're going to be there once we have the goal complete.
Yeah. That's it. I had a couple of stories up when I was in, was it Tokyo, I think. 7-Eleven, Cajun, pre-cooked Cajun chicken, what was it? Chicken
Man, it
fillet.
looked stink.
It was
It looked horrible.
Yeah, that and a pre-made lettuce, a salad bowl basically, and an emergency banana on the side. Well, she was getting her fluffy pancakes that morning. But as I said to myself, all those nice bits will be there after the photo shoot.
And she's not stepping in front of a camera in 5.5-6 weeks time.
No, she's not. Absolutely not. Like, so it wasn't the end of the world to me to be able to sacrifice those few bits whilst I'm getting in shape now. But after the 8 weeks then, when my calories do go up, once my coach, Jake Cather, big shout out to Jake, getting on great so far, I'll be able to factor those stuff in.
And just on you mentioned your calories there at the minute and going up, like what kind of level are you at the minute in terms of calories, or how are you structured?
So before I went to Japan, I had a couple of bits in place. So my steps were about 11,000. So because obviously I'm working at the desk all day, I would consider myself quite sedentary in that sense.
Yeah.
In comparison to when I was in the gym, let's say, clocking 20,000 steps easily.
At our ease,
Yeah. So 11,000 steps, get my 4 gym sessions in, and I was on, at that time, about 2,320 calories, give or take that, and about 190 grams of protein. So I was taking those on, no bother, seeing a drop off the first 2 weeks straight away, no issues there, bit of water weight, no problem. But then when Japan came around, obviously because it's going to be more difficult to track calories, let's say, it's going to be more difficult to track my gym sessions in particular because I'm going to be using different machines, won't have access to the same machines I have here, which I'm spoiled with.
Yeah.
Different resistance profile on the, let's say, cables I'm using, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Calorie wise then, we made a slight drop just to factor in the fact that I'm going to be more flexible with my diet out there. I didn't cook a single meal, I cooked 2 meals, eggs and toast, 2 mornings out there. The rest, I bought everything, so I wasn't cooking out there. So the calories were dropped down to about 2,000-ish calories.
Nice, yeah.
So a slight drop there, because we knew as well activity was going to be really high. As I said, it was literally like the first week there was 23,500 steps on average, which was bonkers. My feet were broken.
That's high,
Yeah, but with that in place, and then being stringent on my first 2 meals a day, and my third one could be a little bit more flexible. Yeah. So what I was actually doing out there was typically I was eating about 1,000 calories, between 1,000 to 1,200 calories
for the evening meal. Then you've got 500 for the other 2 meals.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah. So I was being that bit more flexible in the evening time. So I was enjoying the sushi, the ramen, the katsu curry. They're all class, by the way. But even at that, those meals out in Japan, being the Japanese themselves, being great known for their quality. Like the food quality is fantastic. Like the best of rice, the salmon, the tuna, the eggs. Oh,
it looks really
delicious.
Really.
Like really good. But yeah, that's how I was kind of doing it. I was just being that bit more strict on myself during the day, was limiting snacking in between. Yeah. So if I was snacking, it would be a pre-workout, say a banana, and an emergency banana, and an onigiri, which is basically a rice ball wrapped in seaweed and a bit of salmon or tuna in it. Buy them out of 7-Elevens. Yeah. They're savage. Yeah. That banana, there's my carbs. Get the gym session done. Maybe a protein milk after.
Nice.
That'll tide me over to the evening time. That's basically how I was doing it.
Happy days.
Yeah. And lo and behold, down another 3 kilos.
Nice, very nice. Yeah, I'm similar enough to you, like in terms of calories. Mine are 1960 at the minute.
Yeah, give or take. So,
Yeah. And like I said, I was having the extra kind of 500 on Saturdays and Sundays,
Mm-hmm.
and that's gone now. So this weekend will be my first weekend of that. So it's only like 1,000 calories of a drop in total.
Yeah.
But my step count again has gone way up this week. So my average so far is 16,500 this week.
Yeah, that's quite high.
And Shane only really wants me to have it at like 12, 13,000 at the minute.
Mm-hmm.
But like you, I'm working in an office and I have my walking pad.
Yeah.
So I just hop up on that now and I'm driving my steps up without even realising it because I'm working away as I'm doing it. I'm hopping up on an hour in the morning and maybe 45, 60 minutes again then in the afternoon or the evening.
Yeah.
And my steps are just gradually building and it's helping me keep food at that point because to be honest, I don't really want to drop food any lower.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather drive up my activity levels.
Yeah, but like that, you have to make a trade-off somewhere.
100%,
Either
yeah.
more activity
Yeah.
or less food.
One or the
You
other.
can't have your cake and eat it too.
No.
And like that, you said a walk an hour in the morning, 45 minutes in the evening time. You don't want to be doing that.
No, absolutely not. I was only saying to Mark before we started this, like when the shoot is done, I'll pull that right back. Like my steps at the minute, 16, 17,000 on average. When the shoot's done, they'll be between 9 and 10,000 on average per day. That's what they usually are, do you know? Yeah. So
Yeah.
short term pain for long term gain.
Exactly, yeah. So that's pretty much it. Like in terms of we have to make certain trade-offs now to get to where we want to be in 6 weeks' time. But like we said, after those 6 weeks and then when we look for our next goals, which will probably be more strength or performance-based goals,
definitely, yeah.
try to add muscle,
Yeah.
we will be able to pull things back there. We will be able to be a bit more relaxed then with our nutrition or increase the calories at the weekends, say.
Yeah.
Like it's just more so thinking process term kind of in the sense that you want to just always have something to look forward to.
Yeah, 100%. And I actually like that method for myself, and I know, like I implement it with some clients, and it's something I always discuss with clients because I don't like to push the methods that I enjoy on them. I give them different options and see what they prefer, but I like to have higher calories on the weekend. And like that, we're very busy during the week, Monday to Friday, so it's a little bit easier to have calories slightly lower. Then weekends, they're not as structured, there's more going on, you want to go out for a meal with family, it's nice to have your higher calories then.
Whereas I prefer having calories the same the whole week through.
Yeah.
Because if I'm training, I like to train hard in the gym during the week, and I don't want to sacrifice those sessions being a little poor so I can eat more food at the weekend.
Yeah.
But like that, because say I don't have kids at the moment, so it's not maybe a priority for me eating out every single weekend. So it makes sense. I'm living in Dublin. I don't. My food is relatively the same at the weekends as it will be during the week.
Yeah.
So I don't find I need to sacrifice them at the moment. But like I said, if in the future when I have kids, when I have a family,
it's a nice option.
Yeah. So like many ways to skin a cat.
That's my reminder that Liverpool are playing Chelsea in 5 minutes.
We're going to get the head pumped off.
Probably, but we're still in 4th place, so we'll take it.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that's a good place. That's a good place to wrap it up. So we're going to.
I meant to turn that off before we started this, but yeah,
we'll see how we get on. Anyways,
that's definitely a good place to wrap it up.
Yeah. Well, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to like it, share, subscribe, leave any comments, or if you have any questions, if you're currently trying to diet or anything, if you found anything there, any of those tips helpful, make sure to let us know. We'll be happy to help you in any other way we can.
100%, and we'll try to bang out a few more of these before the shoot comes up. Maybe we might do another update around 4 weeks out, maybe another one 2 weeks out, and then maybe we'll put one out after the shoot as well.
Yeah, definitely want to do that.
Definitely
want to do one after the shoot to let you know what it's going to be like, because that is a whole video in itself, what it's like after the shoot.
Definitely,
so we'll definitely get that done.
Yeah.
Make sure to subscribe so you're going to be able to see that. And chat to you soon.
Thank you very much for tuning in. Peace out.